When asked how it all started, I always tell that it all began that day when we went to botanical gardens. We, meaning yours truly, and two of my friends. Whose idea was it to visit the abandoned station? Who persuaded the others to go? I always tell them that I don't remember. I always lie. It is a safe lie. Or there is no way to ascertain the truth. Both Vitaly and Eugene are dead now. The massive airlock doors shrugged and opened with a grinding sound, opening a road to hell for us and a road into the metro for the demons. But in fact, it all started that day when Mother said we should take a walk in the botanical gardens and go there by metro. I remember how we took a short escalator to the surface, how we exited a spacious glass pavilion and saw a street buried in green. I remember the smoke clouds moving across the limitless sky and soft, cool wind on my face. Mother bought me an ice cream. That was the last time I tasted it. That day, humanity was executed. The righteous and the sinful were called to be rendered according to their deeds. And we hid from God's sight in the metro. And we were saved from His wrath. And He apparently decided that flushing us out wasn't worth the trouble. Then He went about His business, or perhaps died, while we stayed on this used up and discarded earth and continued just going with it, going nowhere. I remember so many random, unnecessary things, yet I don't remember the most important one. My mother's face. She died very soon after the war started. All that remains of her is that day in the gardens. How I wished I could recall her face. The way she looked at me, the way she whispered that I have nothing to fear. I'd sell my soul just to recall that. I'd do that any day, any time. And I did. The Dark Ones came much later, from the garden's direction. The Dark Ones, huge, towering a full head over the highest man. Nightmarish creatures, creepy as a man turned inside out. Monsters born to destroy us. The word was they were incredibly strong and unnaturally evil. That with bare paws they could tear armed men apart. That's all lies. Truth is even scarier.
Well, I used to live nearby. Before the war, I mean, up there. I was on the train when it happened. I tried calling my family, but couldn't get through.
What the? What happened? Shit! 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 What's going on here?
Artyom! Wake up, Artyom! It's me, Khan! Nightmares, eh? No wonder, after all you've been through. Listen, I have incredible news. A couple of days ago, I was near the ruins of the Dark One's hive, and I saw one of them, still alive. I immediately set out to find you, as you were the one they tried to contact, before you launched the missile strike against them.
Khan, how the hell did you get here? Get out, now!
Yes, Ullman, one moment. If a Dark One has survived, it is vital that you try to speak with it, Artyom. I realize that, as one of the Order now, you report to Miller. But we must persuade him to allow this mission.
Khan, I told you to get out! This is a classified base. You shouldn't even be here. I'll take you to Colonel Miller. Follow me, Artyom.
Get ready, Artyom. I'll be waiting at the exit.
Move it, you windbag.
I knew a smoker once. During the last year of his life, he had to eat, drink, and breathe through a tiny hole in his throat.
We found this place a while ago, but they still can't get used to it.
Strange place, this D6. I didn't know they ever built bunkers this large.
The story is, construction started in Stalin's time and went on until the USSR broke down. War was inevitable, they said. The people believed in a better future. Our leaders put their money on Armageddon.
And did this?
Привет, Artyom! Artyom was one of the men who found these Sikhs. They gave him a ranger's badge on the spot.
Yeah, it's nice for him. I had to spend 2 years as a cadet before they accepted me into the Order.
Well, anyway, where were we? I suppose it's nice down here since they got the reactor working. The lights, the heat. But still,
They can keep
doesn't
dreaming
feel
in the
right.
metros.
Like,
For
it's
me,
too damn good,
it
you
still
know?
feels like every patrol outside could be the last. Did you hear what happened to Roman's group?
No. I thought he was in the hospital from the attack on the Great Ladder. Come on, you have 5 more sets of 30.
Look at those two rookies.
Doing
Pathetic.
good. Carry on.
No wonder they call the Order training time double.
Sharper. Move sharper. You're shitting me. Keep your back straight. Wiped out?
The marshes are easy. Just look for the markers and flags and walk along them so you don't drown. A child could do it. Well, okay, the shrimps always gave you hell. But come on, what could take a whole squad down?
Hello, Artyom. Welcome to the armory. I hear you're a ranger now, huh? We must get a drink sometime to celebrate. For now, let's get you equipped. So, first things first. You're going to need a gas mask. You can't make a step on the surface without a gas mask. It's been 20 years and the radiation's still strong enough in some places to boil water. There are hot spots down here in the metro, too. Don't forget filters for the mask. Sure, it looks cool enough even without these, but they definitely make it better for your health. Now medkits. Well, what can I say? Anything you need for survival in a stylish orange case. Here's your advance salary for this month. Remember, your pay is in military-grade rounds. Sure, you can use them as usual ammo for some hefty extra damage, but saving them to buy guns, attachments, regular ammo and equipment for merchants anywhere in the metro seems like a smarter move. All right, now to the good stuff, huh? Let's get you some guns. Take the ones you want and try them out on my range. Rangers usually carry up to 3 weapons, Artyom, and the choice of those is completely up to you. Lightweight and fully automatic. You can see the rounds in the clip, but it overheats and its accuracy is shit. Make sure you take a close-range weapon with that one. Rifles are good for long-range targets, but you don't want to get caught with your pants down if something creeps up behind you. Head over to my range and try out those guns. Come back if you want to try a different gun.
Here, don't. Put on the show for me, huh? Try out the rest of the weapons you chose.
Target check! What the fuck is this? What are you aiming at? Fucking sniper!
Try shooting for the center of the regular dummy's chest. Good job! Now, armor dummy. Notice the difference? It's going to take more bullets to penetrate that armor. Look for spots when you are shooting an armored target. Try a headshot. Terrible. They made you a range. Try again. Quit messing around. Shoot the dummy in the head. Terrible. They made you a ranger? Try again. Quit messing around. Shoot the dummy in the head. That's a critical hit. Notice the difference? Those are the basics. You can keep practicing if you want, or head on up to Miller's briefing.
Weapons down! Target check! Congratulations, that was it! Complete disgrace! I'd rather train a squad of nostalgists than give weapons to you people! Get lost! Shooting position! Load! Weapons down! Target check! What the fuck is this? What are you aiming at? Fucking sniper! So you can hit the target with your eyes closed, even if I have to fly too fast as myself. Now get out of my sight! identified them today. You'll be training till you fucking draw. Get out of here now. Choosing position. Close. Fire. Congratulations, that was cheap! Complete disgrace! I'd rather train a squad of nostalgists than give weapons to you people! Get low!
What's that gun?
To the
Like it?
position! Close! Fire! Target check! What the fuck is this? Fucking sniper! I'll train you so you can hit the target with your eyes closed, even if I have to fly you bastards myself. Now get out of my sight! Choosing position! Close! Fire! Weapons down! Target check! Disgusting! Fight about to prepare the
Want to try another gun? I have a fine selection.
I verified them today! You'll be training till you fucking draw! Get out of here now! Choosing position! Close! Fire! Weapons down! Target check! Congratulations, that was it! Complete disgrace! I'd rather train a squad of nostalgics! You people, get lost! Choosing position! Fire! Unload! Target check! What the fuck is this? What are you aiming at? Fucking sniper! I'll blame you for your finish! Even if I have to fly! Now get out of my sight! Choosing position! Close! Fire! Target check! Disgusting! Fight about to prepare the nap! And don't go winding the mask for all! I verified them today! You'll be training till you fucking draw! Get out of here now! Choosing position! Close!
Good hunting. We're gonna get irradiated here for damn sure.
No way, the base is clear. At least the part where they've checked it.
Please,
I was on duty in the situation yesterday, so I heard something.
so, you're an expert.
Pay no attention to this clown, Alex. Open the gates.
Have you heard about Lesnitsky?
What
What are you talking about?
Check with the guards at the lab.
What the hell did he do? All right, let's go.
The tombs of ancient kings were filled with whatever they might need in the afterlife. Weapons, gold, chariots. They'd sacrifice their wives and slaves to serve their lords even in death. Reminds me of this bunker.
Cut that shit out.
The things in D6 are like what the Conqueror took with him beyond the grave. Gold steel, and wild steeds, and treasures untold. Of course, the Tomb Raiders would always die horribly, killed by demons or ghosts, or their own greed.
Khan, will you